Morning, folks. I just wanted to make this video. Just something that was floating around in my brain the last couple of days, and it's about keyboard warriors and toxic fans. And now they're everywhere. They're in every sport. This isn't unique to boxing by any stretch. I mean, I'm a rugby fan as well. I love watching England play, and I support Northampton Saints. And all over social media and YouTube, it's full of fair weather fans, know it all fans, toxic fans, whoever, who just say stupid shit. But obviously, this is a boxing channel. I'm a boxing guy. Boxing's my main love in life. And I will use last weekend's fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia as an example. Now, in all the build-up, now I got it wrong, folks. I'll admit, I said to you last week, I thought Devin Haney would totally outbox Ryan Garcia. And I thought Ryan Garcia was genuinely crazy and had no fucking chance. How wrong I was. He did the business in there. He dropped Haney 3 times and took the decision. Fair play to the guy. However, since in the build-up to the fight, not a lot of people that I saw, and now I didn't see every comment made on every social media page, every YouTube video, but most of the things I saw, very few and far between were the Ryan Garcia fans. Everybody was saying Haney would do him. Haney would outbox him. Haney would make him look stupid. Ryan Garcia was a quitter against Tank Davis last year. All this stuff. Now, since the fights happened, and obviously Ryan Garcia won, all of a sudden, everybody knew that Ryan Garcia was going to win all along. Oh, yeah, Devin Haney's trash. Devin Haney's a bum. Devin Haney never beat anyone. Haney this, Haney that. He's no good, he's shit. All this stuff. Oh, I knew all along Ryan Garcia was going to win. I told you from the beginning. I knew all along. And this happens all the time. Now, I'll go back nearly 5 years when Anthony Joshua lost his first professional fight to Andy Ruiz. Now, in the build-up, a lot of people, because obviously Ruiz was a late last-minute replacement for Jarrell Miller, everybody that I saw, very few and far between, were saying, oh, well, Ruiz has got no chance. Joshua's going to do him. And then as soon as the fight ended, obviously Andy Ruiz produced a big upset. He was world heavyweight champion. Anthony Joshua was in no man's land. Suddenly everybody knew. Everybody knew that Anthony Joshua was shit. He's no good. He's garbage. This, that and the other. And when he regained the title, on a points decision, he boxed his way to the victory. Everyone criticised Joshua. Oh, he's no good. He's a bum. This sort of stuff. It's only because Ruiz gained all that weight. Okay, fair enough. And it just makes me chuckle, because this happens so often in boxing. Everybody knows this, everybody knows that. But only after the fact. They come out of the woodwork when there's a bit of an upset or something's gone a bit differently to how they wanted it to. Suddenly everybody knew, everybody's a fucking expert. And it's like, really? Really? Come on, be honest with yourself. I'm honest. I said last week, in the build-up to Haney Garcia, 1, I thought Garcia was genuinely nuts and shouldn't be in there. And 2, I thought Devin Haney would totally outbox him. And it went the other way. I like being wrong. You know, this is what boxing is all about. Boxing is a wonderful sport. And upsets or results going not how you wanted them to, or how you expected them to, rather, it is what it's all about. I like being surprised. I like being proved wrong. That's what it's boring. If you predict it all right all the time, it's boring. And I love it. I love to be proved wrong. I love to see things go against my predictions. That's how it works. It's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. I will hold my hands up. I got it wrong. But so many people, they can't do it. They can't do it. You know, they really can't. They can't admit that they got it wrong. They have to suddenly, oh, well, I knew all along that would happen. Or you've got the other side of it. People who will support a boxer so much that when they lose, they make excuses. Oh, well, no, that couldn't happen. Or they hate. I mean, I don't like the word hate, but you get guys out there and girls who hate a fighter. a certain fighter for whatever reason. They hate them, and when they win a big fight, it's oh, well, it's because the other. Like, I'll use Devin Haney again. He's very unpopular at times. A lot of people don't rate him. I don't know why, but they do. Various reasons. Everyone's got their opinions. But the Prograis fight last year, when he won the WBC title, he beat Prograis. I thought it was a rather impressive victory because I always liked Prograis. But straight away, those who don't like Devin Haney were saying, "Oh well, Prograis a bum. Prograis was never any good. Prograis an old man. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, come on, you're just clutching at straws. Just give the man his fucking what is it the kids say now? Give him his flowers. I think that's a stupid phrase, but a lot of younger people use it. I have nieces and nephews who use that, so fair enough. That seems to be the phrase at the moment. So, what I find rather strange is that all of a sudden everybody's a fucking expert in hindsight. We can all pull that one. We can all look at something that's already happened and go, well, yeah, see, well, I said that would happen. No, bullshit. You didn't. You know, myself and lots of other people that out there will hold their hands up and say, got it fucking wrong. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. There's nothing wrong with proving, admitting that you were wrong. It doesn't matter. Who cares? No one cares. It happens, Especially in in boxing where there's two guys or two girls. There's only going to be one or the other who's going to win. And if you get it right, great. If you get it wrong, so what? Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's boxing. Who gives a shit? Or it's sport. Yeah, any sport, whether you like football or rugby or tennis or whatever. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. And just because you got the prediction wrong, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you terrible. The world's not going to end if you admit that you got it wrong. So I find that a bit strange. The other thing I don't like is, and I wanted to talk about today, is keyboard warriors. Now, there's nothing wrong with watching a YouTube video, for example, and whoever's doing the YouTube video puts their point across or has an opinion. There's nothing wrong with you, who has an opposing opinion, going on there and telling them, like an adult, you don't agree. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's fine. That's what life's all about. Like I always say, life's a debate. Everybody sees things from different angles. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone has different sides. Now, if you can converse with someone without resorting to too much name calling or pointing out, taking the mickey out of them physically or whatever, or just shouting and screaming and being a fucking idiot, nothing wrong with that. We all see things differently. We can agree to disagree, or we can disagree and just move on with our lives. So I've got friends that I disagree with about certain things, but I'm still friends with them. I'm not going to let that, whether it be politically or whatever, ideologically or religiously or whatever. I've got people I disagree with. One of my very good friends, he's religious. I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in religion. I think it's terrible, and it's evil. But he's got his faith. He's a Catholic. Fine. We're still friends. We still love each other. Who gives a shit? And I find that these keyboard warriors that are very, very comfortable with. I've had them on my videos. I've seen them on other videos on YouTube. I'm using the boxing ones specifically purely because I do a boxing one. I'm a boxing fan. I watch a lot of boxing videos. And they're so comfortable jumping in comment sections and being abusive, making threats, that sort of thing. And I just think to myself, fuck off. You're not going to do shit. If you saw some of these people, I've had them on my videos, people making threats against me. They're going to come and beat me up, going to kill me, all this kind of crap. No, you're not. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. None of us are going to ever meet in real life. If we did meet in real life, you'd probably fuck off. Not I'm a big, tough, scary guy or anything like that, but you wouldn't have the balls to say anything. Because you're hiding behind a keyboard or a screen, you can say shit. And you think that, oh yeah, I'm a big, tough guy because I'm threatening this guy online. Now, I tend to remove these comments from my my videos because I don't think they're necessary and I think they're stupid. Now, if you're going to disagree with me and have differing opinions to me, I'll leave them on there. I don't give a fuck. If I don't interact with you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I genuinely don't see see the video, for whatever reason I don't get the notification, or I haven't got time to go through them all. So I do apologise if you've put an argument on one of my videos and I've not either replied or acknowledged it or whatever. It's not because I'm being a prick. It's because, one, I have a life, I have a job, I have a family, and two, I've just not seen it. So I do apologise. But I will remove ones that threaten me or threaten my family or just criticise my physical appearance, because we can all do that. We can all criticise everybody's appearance. I was always told by my dear grandfather, if you resort to name calling, shouting, or criticising someone's appearance, it's not an argument. You're just making yourself look stupid. And I've always abided by that. I believe that wholeheartedly. So and it's just the toxicity in general. People just think they can just threaten people or just talk shit to people, and don't get me wrong, I can disagree with people. I've put my opinions across on my channel, as so many of you seen. I'm very opinionated, but who's to say I'm right? I think I'm right, but if you don't think I'm right, that's cool. Who gives a fuck? You can agree with me or disagree with me. It doesn't matter. I can disagree with you or agree with you. It doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? We've all got our own opinions, and that's fine. This is what it's all about. Don't take things personally. Don't take things to heart. If you disagree with me, I think Mike McCallum is one of the greatest fighters ever, and I think he's criminally underrated. But if you stand there and say, well, I think Mike McCallum was shit, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's no skin off my nose. It's no skin off your nose if I don't agree with you. This is what it's like. It's crazy. People get on here and they think they can just, this is a wonderful thing about the internet. We can all put our opinions across out there. We can access information. We can get entertainment. Everything's there at our fingertips, and it's a wonderful time to be alive. So we had none of this when I was growing up. The internet was in its fucking infancy when I was growing up. But now everything's at a push of a button or a touch of a screen, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. And then you get the fake fucking boxing fans, who I really hate. They are the reason I don't go to the pub. I used to love going to the pub to watch the big fights. It's just the nice atmosphere. There's people about. But I stopped doing that because I got sick and tired. And I'm sure you, if you've ever been to a pub to watch a fight, have experienced it too. I got sick and tired of standing elbow to elbow with some fucking idiot who watches one fight every couple of years, who thinks he knows it all. One guy who watches, who was in a pub when Ricky Hatton lost to Floyd Mayweather, in 2007, and they've not watched the fight since, but they'll stand there now tomorrow and watch the fight, and they think they fucking know it all, and they'll dictate to the rest of us how boxing works. Well, you don't know shit. I have a guy who I work with. He's what I call a fake fight fan. He knows nothing. He's got two videos. He's got two VHSs which he purchased in the back of Boxing News in the 90s, and that's he had the Riddick Bowe Holyfield trilogy video, and he had the Lennox Lewis Tommy Morrison video. All of his boxing knowledge comes from those two VHS tapes which he bought in the back of a magazine. Excuse me. And even now, he's in his 50s. I've known the guy for 25 years nearly, and it's always the same. He always initiates the conversation. I don't. He knows fuck all about boxing. He hasn't got a fucking clue about boxing. But he'll insist on talking to me about the fight game. He has no clue about weight divisions. The only two weight divisions he seems to know are heavyweight and middleweight. And and there's plenty of people like him about. They just talk shit all the time. And fuck off. I don't want to talk to someone who knows absolutely nothing about boxing. Now, if you ask me a few questions about because I know a lot. I don't know everything about boxing. I've never ever said that. Because boxing, there's so much history. I love boxing history. I've been a fight fan since 1990. So what's that? Nearly 34 years. I had a small, very, very short amateur career. So I know what it's like to get fucking hit, especially to the body. I've been knocked out by a body shot, and I know what it's like. I've never fought professionally. I've refereed some fights in the past. White collar stuff, unlicensed stuff. Doesn't make me a fucking expert. Of course it fucking doesn't. Do I expect you to think I'm an expert? No, I don't. Of course I don't. But I do know a lot of what I'm talking about. And if you agree with me, if you don't, that's fine. Who gives a shit? Anyway, that's enough out of me. I've got all riled up. I'm going to take a dog for a walk. Take care, folks. I'll speak to you soon.